Welcome to a Glamper tour. My name is Carol, and I'm going to take you on a journey to how my Wanda Wanderlust was created. My first Glamper camper was a 17-foot 94 Aero Cub hybrid. I loved her, and we went gallivanting across the Midwest together, staying at parks, near rivers, and having the time of our lives. But Hetty the Cub was a bit too tiny, and after a couple of years, I realized I wanted more space. I looked at over 100 floor plans until I discovered a 24-foot 1994 Dutchman. This is my live and learn story. Never to trust a shifty-eyed goat farmer from Wisconsin. This camper was smelly and filthy, but I ignored my intuition because I loved this camper and it had everything I thought I wanted. Even my granddaughter liked it. So my goal was to take all of the cabinet doors off. So you can see I've taken all the doors off, above and below, taken the handles off. So I'm going to be painting all the handles. And then I'm going to, once they're all painted and the handles are all painted, then we'll go ahead and put them on. But we have discovered we have a bad roof, so we're going to take care of that. And we're a little nervous about what we're going to find on the roof. Oh yeah, and another thing, when you go up the steps, when you get to this step, you find it's buckling. So this whole board down in here, underneath or on the top, has to be replaced. And because they put new flooring in, we're suspecting there might be some rot in the floor as well. Then we saw that some of the trim, some of the seal had fallen off or was falling off of the window, so that was worrisome. And then we saw that they had actually covered over with the silicone, which you don't use on campers, all the way up is black. So I'm going to have to scrape all of that off, and it is nasty. And that's going to have to all be replaced as well. So yeah, this is becoming a nightmare. You can see where I pulled the bed, the two mattresses. It's a jackknife mattress, and I've done a little bit of cleaning, but you can see how nasty it is. I got the front frame, and they cut some of the carpet, and then I discovered this. Another place where the wood was rotten. And it wasn't just a little rotten, it was soft. I pushed it, and the wallboard had just totally disintegrated. The insulation was wet, which meant, wait a minute, where is this? And then I saw it. It was behind the refrigerator, behind the stove, behind the sink, and in the front window where they had put all brand new coverings. They'd covered up this area. This whole piece over here is a brand new piece, and then you'll notice they put wood framing around the window. So I started digging around and discovered that all the way back there, the wall is soft. And I hadn't thought when I bought it to look back there. It's hard to see back in there. But that means that this entire wall has to be torn out, which means cupboards and cabinets and refrigerator and stove and vent. Hubby is not going to be happy about this. As you can see, there's tons of ripples, there's tons of caulking. They use black tar to do part of the roof. I've got the air conditioner almost completely uncovered, the vent covers, and we've got this one piece area here of the edging that has to be completed.
I tore out both.
I learned how to use power tools, hand tools, and how not to use a wood chisel. Got a nasty infection and had to wear a finger brace for a month. The project got nastier and more disgusting by the day. We peeled back layer upon layer, discovering a serious carpenter ant infestation. Dead mice, hornets' nests. We realized this camper had probably been in a flood, and the goat farmer had cobbled up a repair job for some unsuspecting schmuck. I'm not sure if it was out of pity or kindness, but one day my friend Paula came over with a sledgehammer to help me dismantle the front wall. In one wall, he'd even used a tree branch instead of lumber. This image had to be the lowest part of the whole process. Hubby kept saying to just dump it in the river, and he wasn't kidding. No one thought I should keep up going with this project. And this prince of a man, Dick, let us use his machine shed for a couple months so we'd be out of the elements. He even popped in periodically to help us out. We started tearing things out. We put all this new wall in. Dan had to reinforce with all kinds of wood 2x2s. We got that in, and then it rained. And up there, right there, our new tile or our new wallboard got wet. So I put the fan on it to see what's going on, but I think we're going to have to pull that board out. And that was when we discovered the roof had some soft spots and the water had drained down, so we had to reinforce a little bit down there and put in some new pieces. So now we've got the floor in, and we're going to start the wall today. But having the floor in, it's no longer wobbly. Got a lot more to do, but it's exciting.
It's coming. I've got the lower beam on. We've got the beam that's supporting the window, and pretty soon we're going to have the rest of it. And Dan is just as happy as a clam, aren't you, honey buns?
Oh yeah, it's almost noon.
I found this map. It's a 2-level wooden piece. Welcome to your tour of Wanda. If you notice on my back window, the quote, "Not all who wander are lost," is really one of my favorite expressions. And so when I talked to Lydia about naming a camper Wanderlust, she said, "Oh, then you have to name her Wanda." And that's how she got her name. Here she is in all her gloria, my Wanda Wanderlust. And as you enter her, you see one of my also favorite quotes. You have to pay attention or you'll miss the whole point of it. It's called "Just a Wonderful Woman." As we enter it, you'll notice funny little things like funky handles. When you're a glamper, everything is about foofy and colorful and playful. So you decorate things. This is what's called an acrylic pour. Whoops, get that straightened up. This is called an acrylic pour. You put fancy lights all over the place. Lots and lots and lots of flamingos, flowers, and you'll notice my tablecloth has a bunch of glamper women on it. You've got to have lots of pink, lots of foofy stuff, flowers. I did acrylic pours and then collage pictures of the women on my tablecloth onto my cabinets. And you'll see little things like decorative things. You'll see lots of books and artwork. This was one of my all-time favorites, where you do rocks and sticks and make a little decoration. I want space to put pictures of my grandkids. And my all-time favorite statue. I'm a cook, so I needed places for my spices. I needed a nice big refrigerator, microwave. I needed to pull out bed, but a couch when friends come and visit. And Wanderlust is about my love of travel. So you'll see Eiffel Towers, you'll see different countries I've visited, interesting hats that I've collected along the way. My love of meditation. Travel. This is an Omani ceremonial gown that my friend Kalfan gave to my daughter Rachel. I inherited it. This is my collection of African art. But you'll notice everything is wildly, overly colored and decorated, because that's what glamping is all about. You come into my little itty bitty bathroom where I've got a sink, more artwork, plenty of room for storage. And what would be a glamper without her toilet and her shower? This is my bedroom, and this focuses on my water theme. So you see, if you can see it or not, my mermaid bedspread, my colorful decorations, my waterscape stained glass window, and always remember to be yourself unless you can be a mermaid. Then always be a mermaid. And finally, what place is complete without little miniatures of the place that you reside? Well, there you have it. That's Wanda Wanderlust and my love of glamping.